Oh no, I am not in love, I am not in love, no. He was nothing but a city boy, nothing but a city boy. So what? Now. Nothing but a city boy. Let's say I miss you when I'm tipsy. Let's say I think about you once or twice. Let's say I want you to want me. Maybe someday you feel the way I do. Oh no, I am not in love, I am not in love, no. He was nothing but a city boy, nothing but a city boy. So what? Now. Nothing but a city boy. Oh, he was nothing but a city boy. Oh, nothing but a city boy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a SimLicy challenge, and I will post the link down below for the video if you want to see the rules, and also if you want to participate in it, just watch the video so she tells you the rules and how you can download the lot. I will tell you that there are several rules here. The one thing for sure is that everything has to stay within the foundation that she built. So you're not allowed to build fences or walls outside of the foundation, but you can build it on top of the foundation. The other thing is she placed a toilet in a wall and a white table that you have to use, although she did say that you could choose to recolor the table, like if you wanted it a brown one or a black one, but that you're supposed to use it. I believe you're supposed to use it in the exact position it is, so I didn't move it. I left it. I just added to it. And then the toilet and the wall. And so for the walls, I ended up just building bathrooms over there in that corner. So I decided that I didn't want to do a house. I wanted to do something different. And I was really inspired by the Needle in Seattle, Washington. It's, if you don't know what that is, they call it the Space Needle, and there's a restaurant on the very top of it. I think some people call it the revolving restaurant because I do believe that it rotates around. It's been years since I have been there, probably since I was a kid, which was many, many moons ago. The other thing is that I just wanted something with a sky top view so you could see the whole city. And by the way, I did build this in Magnolia Promenade because I haven't built anything in that world yet. And I know there's only 4 lots. So this is the 30 by 20 lot. And I think that originally the one that SimLicy had built the foundation on, I think that was a 15 by 20. Something like that. It was very small. So I went ahead and placed it on a 30 by 20. The total cost of this restaurant is $109,210. It's not very expensive. When I designed this restaurant, of course, we don't have spiral stairs. So I didn't quite get the little base going, the towering part going up to the restaurant top as small as I would have liked to. Because I think it's 7 squares that you need for the stairs. So it's very limited. And then of course you have to put 2 stairs on every level, you know, so that you have one that's coming up and one that's going down. And so I didn't quite get that skinny little look that I would have liked to have achieved, but it turned out okay. I do have to change, you'll see me change the space, like the width of where the stairs are in those rooms I originally had built because they were too narrow. And then the roofing here gave me so much grief. I can't even count how many times I tried to make this roof. So I tried to spare you all of the details of watching it. So I just did real quick clips of each design that I was trying. And I was trying to get like not quite a dome shaped, because the Space Needle isn't dome shaped. It's kind of like a saucer shaped, like a UFO shaped. So I was kind of looking for something like that. And after multiple attempts of trying to get that look, I gave up. And I ended up just using the glass rooftop, and I just enlarged it and then used some decorative icon to make the point of the needle. So there was that. And then I was pretty happy with how it looked after that I didn't even want to try another roofing. I swear, I think it took me maybe over an hour just to do the roofing. It was pretty ridiculous. And then what I did at the beginning of the video, which I was talking about everything else, so I didn't really get to talk about the build, was that I tried to do all of the landscaping of the bushes around the foundation before I actually lifted it. So I left it flat, and then, because I don't know if many of you have noticed, but when you try to put like a 4 square bush, or 4 tile bush rather, near the foundation, it snaps up to the top of the foundation, and it's such a nuisance. So I was watching the Sim Supply, one of his videos this week, and I guess one of his viewers had said that you could wait to raise the foundation, place all of the plants first, and then when you raise the foundation, it's already set and it's not going to move. So I went ahead and tried that tip, and it does work, by the way, so you're welcome. And then because I was making this in a city area, I decided to nix a lot of the grass that's there. So I'll end up terrain painting it to look like stone so that it kind of matches the sidewalk a bit. I didn't want to just lay down sidewalk because I wanted it to have some greenery, but I just find that terrain paint is a lot easier for me to use. And then I had trouble trying to figure out where to put that little sign, but I knew I wanted a sign. So this is the back of the restaurant, and I wanted to have a sign for the restaurant in the back of it. And I wanted to use that large foundation. So I just put in some of those benches from Spa Day in between the little stick out parts on the fountain so that people could sit. I did play test this, but I did not try sitting on those benches, but I hope there's no problem with it. If not, it's just for looks. But I did play test the rest of the restaurant, and I didn't play test it as like a business owner, but it ran smoothly as a customer. So everything worked. The waiter stations, the hostess or host station, the kitchen works. The cook was able to cook and supply food to the guests. And downstairs, I did make like a little lobby down there, and it's just for looks. When you have this set up as a restaurant, you can't interact with it other than just viewing the items that are for sale on the shelf. But if you wanted to make this a retail shop, I mean, it's pretty, there's not very much items for sale in here, but if you did want to make it a retail shop, you could just add some more shelves and some more items that you wanted to sell if you're interested in that. But really the idea was this was to be like the Space Needle restaurant. So I made sure that there was a bar and a restaurant. That was just the whole concept of this build, was that it was supposed to be a restaurant and bar, or bar. You could make it a bar if you wanted to and forget the restaurant. So as far as gameplay, I think this would be fairly easy to run as a business. And that is the reason why I placed the chef station on the same floor as the tables. And I didn't place tables anywhere else but the top floor. It's very minimal downstairs, and going upstairs, like I did put some benches to decorate the little hall. I don't know what you call it, the little halls that they're going upstairs in, just to give it some more oomph. But the sole purpose was not to decorate the crap out of those hallways, because you just want to get the Sims upstairs to the restaurant so that everything is playable upstairs. So that was the intention there, and why you don't see me like totally deck out all the halls all super cute and everything, because I just didn't want to really distract from the restaurant top. And then also the restaurant top is not loaded with decorations. I didn't put a bunch of plants, no shelves or anything, because the idea of that restaurant is the view. Like, you're there to eat for the view. So I did enlarge the walls, I believe throughout every floor. I did enlarge the wall size, and SimLicy does say that you can do that. You can change the size of the walls. So I made all of the wall size to be the largest size so that you would have just these towering looks. So you would get a lot of height from the restaurant itself, and that you would get a lot of height from the windows for your view. So that was the concept there. And I really didn't want to clutter up the dining area with a bunch of decor because it was just supposed to be this gorgeous view that is supposed to be the focus. So this is that little area I was talking about that I decided to just make like a little shop, like a gift shop or something like that, just to kind of fill space because I didn't want to put any tables down here for eating again, because this was not supposed to be the focus for the restaurant seating. So I just put a couple of lounge chairs, but not dining tables or anything down here. And then those are those new little statues that are from the Jungle Adventure. Well, I shouldn't say new. It's new to me because it's a new pack for me. But I ended up taking 2 of them out and replacing it with flowers, which you'll see me do here in a minute, just because I didn't like the way that it looks. And I tend to decorate in 2s and 3s. So whenever I'm doing a cluster of plants or decoratives on a shelf, I tend to do it in 2s and 3s. And I don't know all the rules for interior designing, but I just tend to do that all the time. So that is why I always put 3 objects on the table and why I had 3 statues to begin with. So this is only one area that you can sit outside on. Originally, my concept was I wanted to have the towering part that you're going up the stairs on. I wanted there to be like an outdoor entrance. And there is, like, your sim could go outside those doors and walk around the little circular room, but there's nothing exciting there for them. So their focus is not going to be to go outside since there's no seating. There's absolutely nothing. It's just like a little border with a glass fence. But originally that was my idea, was to put some, not seating for eating, but just, lounging, I guess. But then I decided to nix that idea because I just wanted it to look nice and skinny, like a skinny tower for people to go up. So here I'm putting in the chef's station, and unfortunately you cannot fit 2 in here. I don't see how you would fit another one in here. I just don't see it. You would lose a lot of the space for the restaurant if you did. So hopefully your restaurant, if you do play this as a business owner, can function with just 1 chef. As a customer, it was fine. There wasn't any issues. The food came on time. So it wasn't like Sims were getting mad because their food wasn't coming. So I think 1 just worked out fine. And I think just because it's such a clean floor plan, it's easy. It's easy for the waitresses, which I end up putting 2 waiter stations. You can take 1 away. I actually put 1 inside of the kitchen because originally I thought that I would stick 1 inside of the little reception, or not reception, but the hostess desk area. But then it just looked too crowded in there. So I removed it and decided to stick it in the kitchen, because in the kitchen, if you have played with like the restaurants and stuff, you know that you don't need a fully functioning refrigerator or anything like that. So I did place a garbage can in there and the second what do they call that? Waitress station. There you go. That's what it's called. So yeah, I ended up placing that in the kitchen just to keep the restaurant area looking nice and clean. So there's just 1 right outside of the door to the kitchen. And then, I try to cover it up with a little glass fence. And that's also what I did with the bar area, was I just put that little glass fence there just to give it some cohesiveness as well. We're coming to the end of the video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet and like this video. The download link for this is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.